strawberry fields.
The Ramblecast.
Where nothing is real.
Nothing is real. That's right.
Yeah, there you go. That's where you were going.
Being hung about. The
Screw the Facebook page for politics.
I should have done that. Ramblecast Forever.
I thought that's where you were going with it. I think
I should have. I just picked the first song that was in my book.
I mean,
that was pretty good.
You can't see me because my camera's not. You can't see me, but that's where I thought you were going. The best part about not being able to see me, I can record naked. That's
I really hope your camera doesn't start working. The naked podcast randomly.
Yeah. You never know. It's an Apple.
So for everybody at home right now, Jack is kind of like a thing homage or an homage to HAL 9000. All you see is a Ramblecast logo pulsing when he talks.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Hal. Yeah.
Come on, Dave.
Would you like to hear a song?
I can't unsee that now.
Daisy. That's the song he sings. Oh.
Most
hey,
people
everybody.
Most people don't even know what we're talking about.
Probably not. Although they should.
It should, but some people. That was before I was born.
Well, it's funny about that movie in particular. I love every single Kubrick film, but that one is the one that to me is the most decisive. Like people either love it or they completely hate it, and because they don't get it at all, because it's so left open to the viewer's interpretation.
Well, I know my today my daughter was here with her daughter, and my wife was walking around singing "I love you a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck." I go, "What is a bushel and a peck? What does that even mean?" So my other daughter looked it up. She goes, "Oh, Doris Day sings it."
Yeah,
and I go, "Oh, you know who Doris Day is?" She goes, "No." I go, "Well, you made it sound like you knew who she was." She goes, "I go, you don't know who Doris Day is?" She goes, "Well, it was before I was born." I go, "Do you know George Washington?" She goes, "Well, that's history." I go, "Well, Doris Day is part of history too. We're all part of history." And so she was getting mad at me because of course I wouldn't let up, but the push.
Yeah, so what you're not telling us, Jack, is the fact that conversation lasted 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's still going on.
Did you find out what a bush and a peck is?
It's a lot of it's a lot. I guess that's what it is.
Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers.
Yeah.
So a bushel and a peck. I'm like going. I never really thought about it before because I'd never really listened to the lyrics.
It's a measurement of crops.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
I guess the farm boy would know.
Yes.
I was on 23andMe yesterday. They did some kind of update, and I started taking will you take a couple questions? I go, sure. Of the survey. Mm-hmm. Literally 10 minutes later, my wife goes, "What do you?" I go, "I'm still answering these damn questions." And like half the questions had to, how far did I grow up close to a farm? And how many miles you're away from a farm? And I go, I don't know. I grew up in San Diego. A weed farm, maybe.
23andMe is, you know what? You know what that is?
What?
That's 23andMe totally being used to find out voter methods.
Oh, really?
They're probably trying to see what your thoughts are on.
Well, I guess because my ancestors, a lot of them were farmers and stuff like that.
I'm talking about
blue collar workers. I know what you meant, but I finally go, all right, I'm done. You said a few.
They need to make a more incentive. Like if because you get those you pay your cable bill. Like, would you mind taking a 2-minute survey? It's like, well, can you give me $5 off my next bill?
No, they don't. They don't do that.
I'll do it if you give me $5 off.
I always say no.
Yeah. So why should I? Damn, what was I saying? What were you just saying, Jack?
About 23andMe.
Oh yeah.
I found I'm still really white. So
yeah.
That didn't change.
What's Jay's excuse?
I don't know. He's messed
Jay's
up.
paranormal.
Yeah.
Paranormal Jay.
Yeah, my relatives came from East Africa, and then they migrated to the whole thing. I was reading a whole story on that yesterday, and
so how far did they go back?
It goes back, I guess 10,000 years as far as.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, they go back Of course, they didn't say Adam and Eve.
Well, technically, we're all from East Africa.
I know that's what.
I was curious. I was like, wait, really? I was like, okay.
And Neanderthal, whatever the Neanderthal, I'm like first in my family and friends.
That explains a lot.
The rating. So there you go. I'm number one at something.
Jack.
Yeah. I said I have no idea what that means, but I'm number one. Yes, and Cindy was 11th. I go, ha! I'm better than you.
All right, I'm super intrigued with this 23andMe. I think I might want to do it.
It's a disappointment.
Is it?
Because, like I said, I was told I was Indian. That I had Chinese royalty in our family, and I'm a little bit teensy weensy, but it came back. You're British.
Yeah,
British and Swiss. That's what I am, and that's. A little bit of French, a little bit of German.
But I wonder, though. Now I'm hearing the echo again of my voice.
Nick.
You're the greatest.
I wonder, though. It's kind of like when you buy like that really expensive water, because you have to buy it. Like, I'm really thirsty, and you're like, oh, that'll be $10 for that one bottle, and it's like, but it's from the Swiss Alps, and and then you go, it's some guy in Pittsburgh filling this crap up in his tub. And then it's the same thing with like 23andMe. Like, it could be like, hey, I'm giving you $80. Can you do my DNA? And then I go, Glatfelter. Wikipedia says you're from Switzerland and England, so that's what I'm going to send you. There you go. Thanks for your $80.
Well, you spit into a test tube or whatever it is. I mean, like I said, I was going to do the Ancestry one just because I wanted to double check their work.
Jack, if you want me to take a crap in a box and stamp it guaranteed, I got spare time.
Tommy boy. Anyway, so that was my thing. Is I go, unbelievable. Stop. And it was just questions like, do you have this? Do you have that? Yeah. And some of the diseases I go, I don't know. Maybe I have it. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. It was just like Chris said, probably some kind of survey to see how to vote or anything like that. And they don't know because I'm not a farmer. So I did have a garden once.
This is kind of cool though. I checked out the website like a while ago when you first mentioned it, but now they actually offer, I guess they say this is a new test that they offer for health.
Yes.
Health risks.
Yeah. They send you stuff that you're a risk for this or risk for that.
Which is actually really cool because it actually tests for the genetic mutation that my wife ended up having that caused her breast cancer.
They have all that. In fact, I got something when I first signed up that said there's a good chance I could go bald. And I said, they're right. So if only I had that information 30 years ago, I could have started the Propecia, or I can't do Propecia because it gives me anger issues. But I could have done the whole Rogaine thing first.
So what's the difference between this and, let's say,
Ancestor?
Ancestor.com? Yeah.
I don't know. I think 23andMe
allows you to connect with potential people that you are related to, which I think is kind of interesting.
I have second cousins out there I've never heard of.
That would keep me from doing it right there. I don't want to meet people.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Did I tell you guys the story about one of my employees that did it?
No.
So one of my employees did 23andMe, and he knows that he was adopted, right? And he did 23andMe just to kind of like check it out, to see what his true ancestry was and everything. So he did the test and checked off the box of allowing you to be located to potential, relatives or whatever. And he found his father.
Oh, wow.
And it happened to be like an hour away.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Like, he reached out to him and was like, hey, just, no, I'm not really looking to try and hunt you down or anything. I just want to kind of learn a little bit more about, our family background, etc. And they started a little back and forth, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
I can see how that could go horribly wrong, though.
Absolutely, because you never know. Because you would like to hope in the best situation for that is that, like, hey, I was 16, when that happened, and I just thought it would be a better life for you, but now I'm glad you found me, blah, blah, blah. But like, then you could also be just like some guy that's like, hey, you got a good job. Can you give me like $2,000 real quick?
Yeah. What was kind of cool with him though, that he found out that like he actually had very similar interests to his father, which was kind of cool.
That's very cool.
I know that's all very, I don't know, your specific interests are not genetic, but more environmental, but just kind of cool how it all worked out for him.
That's that same thing happened to David Crosby, because David Crosby's got lots of kids. He had I think he never knew. Yeah, he never knew about it. He had a kid with a woman in 1962. Well, he's got a girl pregnant in 1962.
Oh, whoa! What year?
1962. Yeah, I think it was like Glatfelter, maybe.
Yeah, I was born in 1962.
Oh, now
you kind of look like him.
Yeah, I got kidney issues.
You grow out the back of your hair, Jack. You look just like him. Rock the skullet.
I can't sing though, so that.
But he never knew about his son ever. And then in '94, when he had that liver transplant and he almost died, that's when he found him. Like the son found him in the hospital, and said like, hey, I'm your kid from this woman. And he got really. And then same thing, like David asked him like little things like, yo, what are you into? What do you do? And he goes, oh, I play piano in this band. And I do this. And then David's been playing with him ever since. Like that's
like, really cool.
They tour together.
That's very cool.
Yeah, but
that same David you don't have on the podcast.
Yeah, same one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it wasn't me. Okay,
No.
that makes me feel better.
This guy was born in I think Riverside, California, or San Bernardino.
I was born 3,000 miles away.
Really, in China?
Yes.
Visiting your ancestors?
Yes, my ancestors that didn't know who I was. Sorry, you don't have any royalty in you. Go away. You're a farmer.
Yeah.
Your family settled in Pennsylvania. Just go grow some crops. Whatever my family grew, that's what they grew.
Barley.
I'm not from I was originally I think I told this before. My great grandfather was rich at one point, but lost it all because he was a gambler, and the stock market crashed. So I have to work for a living because he was selfish.
You got to know when to hold them.
Exactly. He didn't. But there are some other rich Gladfelters, but I'm more of the other side. Plant some corn or whatever I don't know what do they grow in Pennsylvania? I don't know. Oil.
It's changed a lot over the years, because
well, now it's probably pot.
Well, back then, you could grow whatever you wanted, because like if you look at, I know in Tennessee, because I've studied that map before, you look at Western Tennessee where I'm from, the whole northern half was peanuts, and then the lower half was cotton up until probably the early 20th century, and then when the government and other corporations start.
So when the North took over.
No, it was after when the North took over, but
you eliminated half that product.
Well, it's just because, like, you have to think about it, especially after World War II, we started growing soybeans so much because of the demand for them in Asia and other places. And so, like, most of the country just grows corn and soybeans. And then everything else is very small.
Because it gets subsidized? Is that why
it's subsidized. It's a very controlled market because if, think about it, if the cash crop is pot, like let's say pot gets legalized tomorrow and it's all going for an insane insane price, everyone will switch to pot, or marijuana, and then the price just drops to nothing. So you always have to have people out there regulating, saying like, no, like, we'll pay you, because that's what happens. There's lots of farmers in Tennessee I know who get paid not to grow certain crops.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now, I go to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I always think, I go, how many peanut farmers are there out there? Because
not many. Yeah.
Because look at all the peanut butter. You go to a baseball game. I don't know if people still eat peanuts at a baseball game.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you look at the peanuts are like, you go to the store, there's peanuts everywhere.
Yeah.
Who's growing all these peanuts?
Well, it's like, I think South Carolina and Georgia are the main two states that grow peanuts.
So they're providing the peanuts for the other 50 states and the rest of the world?
Right. Well, I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know they grow a lot. But it seems like California, like the Central Valley, grows the vast majority of the fruits and vegetables.
They definitely grow in Asia as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk about peanuts really quick. You guys enjoy a bag of roasted peanuts at the sporting event?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Roasted, boiled, salted. Whatever.
I know the people that probably work the stadium afterwards don't enjoy it.
Oh, hell no.
No. So 2 questions. First question, less bold. You ever had hot nuts?
I did one time because I had a groin pool, and I put some icy hot in there. Man, it was brutal. Then I put some water on it. I actually had to get off the ice because I was on fire.
Yeah. So hot nuts.
they were hot. I'm telling you, I was burning up.
Hot nuts are phenomenal.
Don't put water on the nuts when they're hot.
I'm going to share a picture of the hot nuts for you guys.
I don't want to see it.
Hot nuts are great. So they're like a spicy peanuts. Oh, these are not them though.
This is a family show, Chris.
Can't we just have regular peanuts? Why do we have to have spicy peanuts?
All right. So, anyways,
why is it all veiny?
Fantastic. But here's my original question for
Look
you
at
guys.
the dimples in those nuts.
Have you guys ever?
Those nuts are kind of low, aren't they?
Have you guys ever attempted to, while you're consuming a bag of roasted peanuts at a sporting event or concert or whatever you might do, or whatever?
Oh wait. You're at a concert. You're eating peanuts.
Yeah, that never happens.
No.
Yeah, it never happens. No, it's definitely sporting events. Have you ever eaten the entire thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the entire nutshell?
Shell and
Like
all.
shell plus nut.
Oh God, no.
I've swallowed it whole. I mean,
I would think that would be a very painful crap later.
It is. It's like sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
So let me tell you. So you never eat sunflower shells, however,
No.
but it's vastly different. So let me tell you, you need to try it.
I've done it.
No, because other people who are on the show, Jack, haven't.
Who cares about that?
You need to try it, and I'll tell you, I am nearly undefeated. And after getting someone to try who has the same reaction as Nick had, to having them kind of like, do a double take, being like, man, that's actually really good. If you try it, I think you'll really, really like it. And here's why. Because the majority of the salt is on the shell.
It is.
Yeah, true.
And at the same time, it's not bad coming out. I can vouch for that.
But it's better than a sunflower, because sunflower seed's like a razor blade coming out.
Yeah. Yes.
How long do you have to
Peanut
chew it?
shells
'Cause
are
it
soft.
seems like it would be kind
Not
of
much. Not
Really?
much.
No.
It's not because it dissolves.
I think it's a softer shell than a sunflower seed shell.
And
it seems like something
it's
that I've
actually
done.
it's actually more fulfilling to eat. Like you get more sustenance out of it. It's
better for
really
the environment.
Oh, well, it's where the peanut butter really comes from.
So I'll
That's the
say
nutritional part of it.
I'll say that when I'm
Where's
sitting
the
at a
low-fat
sporting
peanut
event,
butter?
when I'm sitting at a sporting event or at Five Guys and I'm enjoying peanuts in the shell, I'm probably a 60-40 to 70-30 full shell versus crack open.
No, I don't go that crazy.
I do.
I don't go that
So
crazy.
good.
I mean, I'll go a couple of them.
I'll say 60-40. Probably 60-40, eat the entirety of the thing, and then 40% of the time.
Because sometimes I get excited when I see 3 nuts in a peanut.
Oh, yeah. The triple nut.
It's like the triple nut. It's like, yes!
Yes.
And people
I love the triple nut.
People
Hey,
go, wait,
think
the
about
Padres didn't score. I go, no, but I did. I got triple nut.
Yeah, dude, Jack gets triple nutted on the regular.
Shell and all, man.
Yep.
Last week was called Nut Juice, and I'm just still wondering,
Triple nut.
Yeah. I hate to say that we're a guy's show, but we're really actually talking about food.
Yeah, I would.
What are you talking about, Matt?
So Matt and Nick have not eaten a peanut whole.
I think I've done it when I was drunk, but it's been probably a good 10 years, like my college years.
Like I said, if I'm eating, because I always feel bad when I'm at a game or something like that, I'm throwing it on the ground. It's like, oh man, and then people walk by, and you're like, and they're stepping in all your peanut mess.
So it's not a normal thing. It's not at all, and people have the same reaction every time they either see me do it or if I tell them I do it. But then once I can convince them, and not everybody will do it, I can't convince everybody to do it. But every time I've ever convinced someone to try it, they're like, "Holy,
hey, Mikey,
this is awesome!"
He likes it.
I've had the same reaction when I introduce people to eating the lobster shell. Now, look, you don't want to eat it right away. You want to put that in a blender.
Well, that's where all the butter is.
It's where all.
Matt, I love you, man, but someone from Indiana should never, ever give lobster advice.
Oh, stick with the corn. Stick with the corn.
It's really for the seafood lover in you.
Chris, do you eat the whole lobster?
The majority of it, yeah.
What is the whole? I just eat the part that's inside it.
No, I mean, it's like not the shell. I mean, because there's some people that would just eat the tail, and that's it, and there's some people that will eat everything, all the innards, the brain.
I don't eat the roe. I'm not cool with that. Everything else I eat.
What's the roe? The
That's where the nuts are. Lobster nuts. It's a fancy word for calling them something different.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the guts. It's like
I don't
it's close.
I don't eat the guts.
Missed it by a little bit.
Hey, I saw, Chris, you guys had another shark attack up there and somebody died. That's bad.
Yeah, I've actually been on that beach a number of times too. It's crazy. But, sorry, you got me mid-Cheez-It.
We're talking about lobster and you're eating Cheez-Its.
He's eating the full shell.
Is lobster the Cheez-It of the snack world?
What now?
You reversed that. I know you're trying to say.
Is the lobster of the...
Is Cheez-It the lobster of the the snack world?
It's up there.
I'm not a big Cheez-It fan.
Like the Cheez-It is
very addictive,
man. And Nick is over there just crushing balls.
His cheese balls.
That's what I do.
No, I've been on
as many balls in my mouth as I can.
Jack loves the triple nut, and Nick loves the powdery ball.
The powdery cheese ball. Yeah.
My snack of choice right now is pretzels. I'm addicted to pretzels.
I run those pretzels.
You know what I'm a big fan of is chips, chocolate chips. I just eat a bag of dark chocolate chips at night.
Oh, like just
kind of.
You know, it's funny you said that. One of the questions on 23andMe was, do you sneeze after eating dark chocolate? Because that's one of the traits I would have. I go,
huh.
I said, who that? I said something else. I go,
what kind of random ass question is that?
I go, who? Why is that part of my 23andMe? It's like, I'm like 20% chance of my body that I would sneeze after eating dark chocolate.
That's interesting because my wife, I think, has that same condition.
Do you cry after orgasm? Because you might be from Czechoslovakia.
Only if I get triple nuts.
So chocolate can make some people sneeze in the same way that bright sunlight or mints or red wine or other apparently unrelated triggers do. There's a phenomenon called photic sneeze reflex.
Wait, bright sunlight? So Jay's never sneezed. Right? You have to be in sunlight. So bright sunlight makes people sneeze?
I guess there is a trait in some people that those are amongst the triggers of making you sneeze for what they call photic sneeze reference.
Whoa.
I've never I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate.
No, nor am I.
I like milk chocolate.
Okay, hang on. Nope, they diverged out of the conversation. So it's not the same reason for chocolate. But that doesn't explain why.
Well, I didn't know. I said, why am I paying? Why I only paid? The best thing about 23andMe, you pay once, and they just keep sending you information.
So I guess it's been seen in a lot of people that eating darker chocolate, 70% cocoa or above, tends to induce sneezing in more people. Weird.
What about chewing peanuts whole?
Let's see what happens when I Google that.
Because if you sneeze, I would think if you chew peanuts whole,
it means he's psychotic.
If you sneeze, you're sneezing out peanut shells that go on the person in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Because most people
not a good combo.
let's face it, most people don't cover their mouths anymore. Am I right?
Well, they're trying to boost your immune system, Jack, by giving you what they got.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They're sharing. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, God forbid you cover your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like peanut shells are an excellent source of fiber.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that seems to check out.
What about those orange peanuts?
Oh, the candy ones?
No, opposite, complete opposite. It's sugar. Yeah, that's just...
That doesn't have any fiber in it?
I don't think so.
I chew those whole.
It does say that peanut shells can accumulate in the gastrointestinal tract.
There you go.
That's why I said I only have a couple.
Huh.
Now I'm craving peanuts. I don't know about you.
It's like that combined with gum, you'll never get it out of your tract. So if you're a kid, don't eat the peanuts whole and eat your bubble gum, because you're probably going to end up, I don't know, with gastrointestinal.
You're trying to poop and a big bubble comes out with peanut shells stuck to it.
Oh, that is gross. But that is one for the ages.
Bubble blowing.
I just imagine like there being an old doctor with a cigarette, I've never seen one of these before. This
is that Hubba Bubba? Or Bubblicious?
Bazooka gum.
Wow.
I thought that guy last week with the triple nut was weird.
So speaking of snacks, though, a few weeks ago, Chris and I were talking about Salsa Rio, which is an old 90s Dorito that we loved. And I found by Tostitos a Salsa Verde chip that I thought was superb. And
I still can't find them.
But I finished the bag in 2 days because I thought they were so good. And Chris sent me a photo that he did find the Tostitos in Boston.
Is that the one where he had an erection?
What?
Photo?
The
Yeah.
photo? I didn't see that. Oh,
He might have it. I didn't. That was.
Because CJ said something about it. So
He might have triple nutted on him. I don't know.
Can I say erection on a PG podcast? I think I can.
Yeah, why not?
We're really more PG-13. We're we might throw in something just to surprise you. You know what I mean?
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah. So anyways, I did find the Salsa Verde chips by Tostitos, and they were excellent. So Nick, thank you for the heads up. They are not quite the Salsa Rio.
They're not.
Damn, they were good.
But they were good. That's what I mean. It's just like one of those. Like, I have
less than a day.
to share these. Yeah.
Wasn't there a song called Salsa Rio?
Salsa Rio is a Dorito chip, and then Tostitos now has two different salsa chips. There's a red salsa and a green salsa.
So they're just stealing Doritos recipes.
Maybe they're all owned by Frito-Lay, aren't they? So
Could this be made into an Oreo cookie?
probably.
Just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Wouldn't you want to be in the, because especially now, it's been about 7-8 years now they've been doing this Oreo thing. What is it like the brain thrust of what's the room? What can we make an Oreo now?
I'm saying guacamole cookie wafers, but then like a salsa inside.
Well, you should do the Lay's. Every year Lay's has a contest. Design your chip.
Ooh,
Create your chip. That there you go. And they always pick like the god awfulest things.
My chip is an Oreo cookie.
Are you guys dippers? Like chip dippers? Do you like dip?
I single dip.
Ooh.
No, not double. Never double dip, Jack. Everyone does that.
French onion with
French
some
onion.
ruffles.
I love a good French onion dip. Yeah.
So do you guys buy store bought or do you make your own?
Well, I get the onion soup mix and mix it with sour cream.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like that's there's a lot of people that don't know that, and so everyone out there listening, if you want to make the best homemade French onion dip, it's not really homemade. It's just more like store bought, but you mix it. Go get the Lipton French onion soup mix and some sour cream.
Seems like a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's
not, but it's the best dip.
I don't like sour cream, so I don't want to know that that's in my French onion dip.
You lost, Jack.
You probably would not want any dip ever, then, Jack.
Yeah.
But as long as I don't know it's in there, because my wife was like, she'll get like these baked potato, the potato skins that don't have like sour cream and stuff in that. I'm fine till I go, what is that stuff? She goes, I don't like it.
No twice baked potatoes. What's wrong with you?
Wow, I love that stuff.
As long as I don't know that, because we went to Angus Barn here for Jay. Was it Jay's birthday? And the guy's trying to sell me on a 3 times baked, whatever that thing's called. And I go, I don't want any sour cream in it because it doesn't have sour. I go, are you sure? Because I will send it back.
I think you're talking about the 3-nut baked potato.
So he assured me it didn't have sour cream, so I was fine.
I think it's like when I make mashed potatoes.
Sour cream, sir.
Yeah. I prefer making mashed potatoes with sour cream over milk. It's just better.
That's just un-American.
I just have to give a shout out to Arp's Dairy from my hometown of Defiance. They have the best French onion dip. I grew up on that stuff and Ruffles. Oh my gosh. So takes me back.
Same as me. Like West Tennessee has Poncho's cheese dip. It's the greatest queso in the history of quesos.
San Diego has Jack in the Box.
Tacos.
And as my brother can attest, Jack, the Jack in the Box tacos that we do have doesn't taste anything like the Jack in the Box tacos he had out.
They don't.
So he was very disappointed.
Well, how do you screw up? They probably come pre. All you have to do is stick it in the fryer.
I don't think it has that aged-in grease, that you really like.
That could be it.
Right.
That could be it.
I feel like Chris is on a web hunt right now.
That could be. Maybe he's trying to see what happened on the. He's checking out.
I'm trying to find salsa Doritos.
Maybe he's looking at the stats. Maybe he's looking at the stats from Sunday Night Football.
You mean like eBaying it? See if you can buy a 20-year-old bag.
What was Sunday Night Football, by the way?
Wasn't Sunday Night Football Detroit and New England?
I guess Chris would know. I didn't get a chance to catch that game.
You see, Belichick walks down the field. These two kids from Detroit are hanging out their hands, get a high five. He just said, "Screw you," and walked right by him.
Yes, he did.
What happened with the game? Like, what was
Patricia beat his mentor.
Patricia beat his mentor.
Yeah, Pat's lost.
Really, Pat's lost because I have no clue. I didn't watch the Sunday night game. I ended up.
I haven't
Sorry, Chris. I don't mean to drag you.
I'm 3 weeks in and have not watched the game yet.
Oh, okay.
I've watched some highlights.
I caught part of the Chargers game actually. I was working on some stuff and the Chargers were on, so I was like, "Well, I'll watch it." And there was a really great 40-yard touchdown that Rivers threw, and the guy I think broke his shoulder just like trying to catch it.
He's fine.
He's okay. It just the way he hit was just really incredible.
Mike Williams. Like I said,
you say you didn't watch the game, but you're like
I didn't watch it, but I'm just saying
you're up on the knowledge though, knowing that the Pats lost.
Well, I love Rivers. I mean, I'm not just saying I'm going to root against Rivers, but screw Spanos.
Well, he still has it's good to know that he still has the fire in the.
But what's funny is that the Raiders have approached the city of San Diego. The Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders, have approached San Diego about playing next season in San Diego.
Weird.
Yeah, I did see that.
And all San Diego fans are like, "Hey, yeah, I hate the Raiders, but F you, Spanos." So even myself, who I can't stand the Raiders,
right.
But now, if they're playing the Chargers, I'm going to root for the Raiders.
You have this you're my enemies, my
exactly.
Friend.
So
my enemy's enemy thing.
Yeah. So if the Raiders do move to, it's actually a great move by the Raiders because they have a strong fan base in San Diego anyway, and they're huge in LA. You play a season in San Diego and then move to Vegas, you're going to get all those people from San Diego not going to LA. To see the Chargers, but going to Vegas to watch the Raiders play. So bring on the Raiders, the San Diego Raiders for one season. I'll root for them. There, I said it. There.
At least they'll bring the property values down. Maybe I can move out there and afford it.
Yeah, there you go. This property value in California is going down.
It goes down even further when you have the Raiders in town.
Yeah, well, they do.
Just a lot of people out there.
I don't know. There was some place in Oakland that someone posted the rent was $8,000 a month.
It was some new condominium that got built, and that's what the minimum. The cheapest apartment was $8,000 a month.
I'm no offense to people in Oakland. I mean, I have relatives in Oakland, but $8,000 a month.
Fran.
But it's probably more in San Francisco.
But who would live in Oakland? That's got that kind of money. If you can afford $8,000 a month. You got money.
I guess.
You can afford $8,000 a month
in rent.
You're living in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Probably a superhero, I'm thinking, like a superhero alter ego kind of guy,
Superhero eats peanuts whole.
Mm-hmm. Or like a TV sitcom with a group of friends that all live together.
Also favors the triple nut.
Do.
Oh, big Chris, just since you're trying to go back to Salsa Rio chips. If you like these cheese balls, I bought these. Each can was $2 a can, which is a great price.
How many cans do you have left?
The cheese balls I have 9 left.
How many did you get?
I got 12 cheese balls and 12 cheese curls. But the thing is, the cheese curls came in over a month ago, so I'm down to 3 of those. And and I ate, and now I'm slowly eating the cheese balls.
Have you reordered?
No, because you can't.
You can't reorder?
No, because right now you can't. You can reorder them on Amazon, but only one can each because there are people that are reselling them. And the cheese curls are going for $9 or something a can, and these are going for like 20 something. The cheese balls are in demand.
Why don't you sell them, Nick?
Because I am selfish and I want my cheese balls.
You can retire.
Yeah,
You're the one. Wait, you're the one who was talking about this months ago. You could have ordered. I should hundreds of them.
I spent $48 to get all this. So
yeah, but you could have made millions. Selling cheese balls.
I don't have a lot of space behind you. Kind of what?
Yeah, I see a lot of space behind you. There could have been a whole carton or stack or crate. Oh, okay. I guess not. But maybe next to the bed then.
Planters is selling a 2.75 ounce can for $18.87.
Wow.
See, told you, it's insane.
What? Who's selling that?
A pack of 12, $169.
Yeah.
$12.
This is where it's at, man. Vintage food.
Why didn't we, as a Ramblecast, we could have done this for the Ramblecast? Forget selling mugs. We could have sold.
Are you kidding me?
Balls.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I paid $2 a can for them, and now they're
top customer reviews. 1 star. Beware. This listing is for 1 can.
1 can. And the thing is that they're so small. You can sit down and knock this whole can out. And
size does not matter.
Yeah, dude. Look at the girth on that thing.
I'm sorry, but this. So the next comment, the next review, it says, "Beware. This is a misleading ad. This is only for 1 can, and they don't accept returns. Avoid at all costs." Okay, let's scroll back to the item description.
1 can.
Planters cheese balls, single 2.75 ounce can.
That's nothing.
I never learned to read.
What is misleading about that?
Well, you know.
I never learned to read. I love that.
But I can write a review.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell some misleading product, but it's gonna include some other things.
We could have all been retired now if you just would have convinced us to invest in cheese balls.
It's better than it's like a stock market in vintage food.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the good ththings about living in California is that we get a lot of shipments from around the world. Because, like, in 2009, I was in Italy, and I loved blood orange juice, which you can't get.
Wait, what orange juice?
Blood orange juice.
Blood orange juice.
Yeah. He likes to roll it together, though. Blood orange.
Blood orange.
I like that blood orange juice.
Blood orange. But it's really good. It's like a mix between grapefruit juice and orange juice. But it's hard to describe, but it's really good. And you can't find it in the U.S. But every now and then you can get it on Amazon and for 3 bottles for $30. But they're big bottles. And it's so damn delicious.
Amazon, you go jandjack.com/Amazon.
Orange juice. Look at that.
That's not blood. Oh, wait. No.
Can you get it, Chris?
Not this time of month.
Yeah. So, I mean, like,
see what you did there.
uh-huh. Oh, you started laughing. You really got tickled.
Oh, my God.
So, in other news.
What did you guys talk about? Food. Really, food. That's all we talked about.
Well, what I was curious about is that now as you see how pricey Planters cheese balls are, I'm eating cashews.
Dude, you're eating gold. It's powdered gold.
How much would you pay?
That is actually worth more than gold.
Well, right now he's just eating
literally.
cashews. So,
Not
and cashews aren't cheap.
how much would you pay, Chris, if Doritos made for only 1 week a bag of Saucerio chips?
Like for a bag, 1 bag?
1 bag.
I'd pay $20 for it.
Yeah.
$20 for a bag?
Yeah, they're that good. Dude, you pay $20 for a freaking pork chop. So what are you talking about?
No.
it's like, okay, well, why not?
It's $50 for a pork chop. The pork chop's a gift from God.
But then just why not like invest in like a like a pallet. You know, like how much is a pallet?
Well,
Is it
if I could buy a pallet, I
$250?
would. But
Well, that's
I'm
what I'm
assuming
saying. If
the
Nick
setup of
told-
this is that you don't have that as an option.
Because Nick told us about this like 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
Right, Nick?
It's late June when they announced it, and they went on sale July 4th.
But you were on this whole thing.
Right,
You could have cornered the market.
What?
You could have been the Dukes. Is it Dukes from Trading Places? You could have cornered the market on
frozen orange juice.
You could have cornered the market on cheese balls.
Here we go, Nick. 100% blood orange juice, 32 fluid ounce, a pack of 4 for $103.
Whoa!
Imported from Italy.
Italy, yeah, it's so good. I love blood orange.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's if anyone out there has the means to get it fairly cheap, get it. You won't regret it. It's a very good.
All right, here's a liter for
pressed by hand by little children.
I buy three. I buy 3 liters of it. And it's $30 for 3 liters, and
this is $28.99 for two 1 liter bottles.
But I thought you didn't like juice.
Oh well, I'm not supposed to drink juice, being diabetic, but every now and then I'll just.
You're gonna indulge. If I'm gonna indulge in the juice, I want the pure.
I want the good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
If I'm gonna risk my life, it's gotta be blood orange juice.
Now make sure, because like some blood orange, you make sure it's actually orange. That makes it actually juice. Sometimes they sell blood orange juice like gas.
I don't want that. I don't want that concentration.
I just imagine like
crap orange juice.
Nick's not even like drinking it. He's just like has like a little infusion IV that goes into his blood. He's like,
I drink it like a fine wine. I just swirl it around my mouth and spit it out. You know,
here's a blood orange Bloody Mary mix margarita mix.
I sit down for a candlelight dinner with cheese balls and bloody orange juice.
Boy, I bet the high pulp on that is even more expensive. I want mine with just the purest of pith.
Well, now I'm craving blood orange juice. I've never had. I don't think I've ever had.
I want it.
Yeah.
Well,
how about blood orange concentrate?
No, you don't want
It's like years ago on The Married Man, we used to talk about Vegemite. And somebody sent us Vegemite from Australia.
Wow! All right, yeah.
Yeah, and it was interesting.
I've never had it.
Let me ask you, Jack, is there something from your childhood or early 20s that's no longer made anymore that you would really like to have again?
My hair.
Papyrus.
Not like a sports team or a food or a drink.
They don't make anymore?
Yeah, they don't make anymore. Yeah. It could be a candy. It could be anything.
I know I've been on Pinterest and they have like old candy on there. But you can get that at they still sell it for some reason. Trying to think of something that the regular Dorito chip, the flat out, just the plain.
Well, they still make that.
No, they don't.
Oh, you mean the regular, like just okay?
Just I'm talking the basic Dorito chip. The corn before they had to go off like the Oreo cookie and went crazy. It was the corn. It was the regular Dorito chip. It was a great chip, and they don't make it anymore.
It is funny, like when it comes to like chips and things like that, because I remember Illyrio loving Cool Ranch Doritos, which you can't get in Canada, and then like things like Pringles in Europe, you don't have barbecue, you have paprika, which is kind of the same thing, but it's.
Well, Canada they have ketchup potato chips.
Yeah, ketchup and mustard. Yeah.
I don't screw the mustard.
Come on,
The mustard potato chips are pretty good. I actually tried them.
They're gross.
Jello pudding pops.
That's what you would go for. Jello pudding pops.
They don't make those
that
anymore?
Sounds really good, actually, like in my mind. But
didn't Jello didn't Jello pudding pops get locked up for 3 to 10 years today?
I'm looking at like 80s and 90s snacks, like Smurfberry Crunch cereal.
I don't know, like probably some hash, some really good hash.
Yeah, there was a candy, Chris, called Bonkers in the 80s.
Dude, I love the commercials for Bonkers are amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
They were effing bonkers.
Really hoity-toity, like uppity party, and this woman's all sophisticated, and she takes a bite
with
of
the
a
curly
Bonkers
hair,
chew, and the freaking banana or the bunch of grapes falls in her head. So good.
Yeah,
I don't know how those things went out of business.
They abused this woman, and I don't know how this didn't. Right?
What's that?
got stuff all falling on top of her. I don't remember the commercial. Bonkers?
Bonkers.
Yeah, Bonkers.
What
Very
was
late 80s for
what
sure.
was it? What was the candy? What was it?
It's kind of like
a fruit chew.
It's a fruit chew, yeah. It's kind of
okay.
like High Chew. If you've had High Chew, it's kind of like High Chew, but a little different.
Remember Fruit Wrinkles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. That's what I still call them, Fruit Wrinkles, and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. I go, that's what they used to be called, Fruit Wrinkles, and everyone goes,
I think we're talking about something different. That's not like a sex thing, right?
we're back to the nut thing.
Okay, sorry.
Triple wrinkle.
Oh, the triple wrinkle, triple nut fruit wrinkle. Yeah.
But observation on Bonkers, though, is that there was a lot of like kid stuff that's geared to kids that's about being insane, like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and Tricks, and like so a lot of insanity.
Tricks are for kids.
Yeah, but he's really like
when I went
he's like really crazy.
I just go to downtown San Diego. They said, no, it's only for kids.
Well, it's funny, like, yeah, because maybe we were just weird growing up. Because like,
all night today.
Because like, if you guys remember, like Jolt Cola and Nitro Cola and all those things that were just pure
Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah,
Crystal Pepsi, man, that was the best.
I graduated to crystal meth.
Actually, Jolt Cola, because I was working Palm Desert and San Diego, both back and forth. I hadn't slept in like 36 hours, so I got Jolt Cola for my ride home from. It's like an hour or 2 hour drive, but I was up 36 hours, so I was drinking Jolt Cola all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I think I've ever had Jolt Cola, which was just pure caffeine.
And you also had RC Cola. I don't remember RC Cola.
When I was
still around. Yeah.
When I was
no, they're done.
Are they done?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you can still get RC Cola.
Royal Crown?
Yeah.
That was like super caffeine.
When I was a kid, back in the day, RC Cola had on their bottles, when they were real glass bottles, they had the cap would have sometimes rewards.
Yeah, underneath it. Yeah,
like 50 cents or $1. Mm-hmm. Back then, so we would go along finding all the bottles, and sometimes we would make like $2 or $3. You bring the bottles in. Mm-hmm. They would recycle the bottle they paid you. So we'd go in dumpsters and pick up the bottles, but also some people wouldn't check their cap. Sometimes you'd find like $1. Now, when you're like 8 years old, 9 years old, $1 was a lot of money.
I remember the cap stuff. I remember, maybe not RC Cola having the cap thing, but I remember caps being really important. There was always something under the cap for you.
Oh yeah,
and that was like that. I mean, with Pepsi or
now you have to go online. It's not that instant gratification. It's like, hey, I got $1. I got to go. Right.
And I know a lot of kids might know it from more of the plastic caps, but when I was a kid, it was bottles. So there was a lot of bottle caps and that Pepsi.
I mean, growing up where I grew up, the Coca-Cola, like not the main distributor, but like the local distributor was in my hometown, and I'm amazed that more people didn't do this, but we did. I did it my whole life until I was in my mid-20s. Is that we just had cases and cases of bottles, and we would just go to the distributor, and they would fill them back up, and then cap them for us, and you took them home, and that's what you did every month. And
with Coca-Cola,
yeah, with Coca-Cola, yeah.
Wait, you actually had to go. You took the bottle back and had it refilled.
Yeah, that's what you did. Is that you
didn't just throw the glass away like everybody else?
No, like you kept the bottles. You just put them back in the crate that they came in when you were done with it. And so you had a couple crates of Coca-Cola. You had a couple crates of Mellow Yellow. You had a couple crates of Dr. Pepper, whatever. And you would just take it all to the distributor. They would fill them all back up for you, and it would cost you practically nothing because it was just for the drink. And then they'd recap them for you, and then you take it back home.
Now, did the caps have prizes underneath it?
They did not. No.
But did you have a Coke man?
We didn't have a Coke man, no.
I am your local Coke man, bringing you Coke.
Because I'm the Coke man.
Yeah, would you like a little bump, missus?
No.
It's like, I don't know.
You get you 3 nuts. Yeah. Who froze?
You guys all froze on me, so that's my computer.
You're fine, yeah.
Okay.
So what was I going to say?
More Coke?
Yeah, more Coke.
More Coke. Something about taking bottles and throwing them at the bottle distributor and saying, "Take it, old man."
I'll give you a nickel.
Oh, that's what like the whole time Jack's talking about $1 for this or when you're a kid. It's like I kept thinking of Rookie of the Year, where towards the end of the movie, where the owner like comes out and he's like 3 hot dogs, and he's like, dude, you're $12 short, and he's like $3 for a hot dog, and now I'm like, because in the early '90s. That was a lot of money, I guess, to some people. But now it's like, I wish I could pay $3 for a hot dog at a game.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Kids today, they wouldn't be excited over $1. They just look at you like, again, even my grandson, I gave him $1 one time. He goes, no, Papa, I need 2. I said, okay, so now I have to give him $2 because $1 is not, because he has to go to the flea market.
Mm.
It's like, I think I told the story before because Jay was taking as a punishment, Jay was taking his money or something like that. And I go, hey, Zach, can I have $1 million? He goes, no, my daddy took it all. I go, what? He goes, I didn't take his money. I go, sure. You got to do those. Got to buy your toys, so you take your kids' dollars. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am absolutely down a rabbit hole of like old school snacks and
Are
foods.
you bonkers still, man?
Remember Giggles cookies?
Giggles?
I do not.
Okay, I got to look this up now. Giggle. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, you see them, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like the chocolate cream cookies.
What's in a? I used to like Suzy Q's, and it's funny. I bought a box of Suzy Q's.
Oh, Suzy Q.
And they're like miniature things now. They used to be big, like piece. Like it's 2 pieces. You ever had a Suzy Q? It's like 2 pieces of like fluffy chocolate cake with cream in the middle.
Yeah, that's kind of what the those Giggles were.
Oh yeah, I remember Giggles. I remember those faces.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, like and just I don't know. I mean, who doesn't want to eat another kid's face? Those smiles, those lovable, like then they're giggling at you, and you're just like, chomp, you're dead.
Oh man,
They were good though. Those Giggles were good.
I don't remember.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not psychotic. Go Google an image of Giggles.
It's like we had Dan on the podcast for a minute.
What?
Hey, you want to eat some kids?
Yeah.
You destroy the evidence. You eat it all. Just don't take a dump where you killed the kid.
Did you guys see that story? It was really neat.
I don't know.
Some guy got murdered decades ago.
That was neat.
And he had eaten, what was it? It was some kind of, a peach, or it was something that had like a seed inside when you eat it.
He ate the peanuts whole.
Yeah, he ate the peanuts, but basically one of the seeds grew from his stomach after he was buried, and it became this tree, and they dug up the tree to find his body. And it's like it was just one of those weird stories where
Did they find the murderer because of the?
I don't know that. I just thought that was neat. Like, no.
That is a neat story, but you could have finished it off with.
It's one of those, like old stories. Like, did your grandparents tell you if you ate watermelon seeds, that watermelon would grow out of your stomach?
Yeah, apple and stuff like that. Apple seeds. Don't swallow the apple seeds. All right, Matt. You're having fun with the cookies.
Okay, sorry. I screen shared. I don't know how to get back from screen sharing. So I just wanted to share a different kind of Giggles. I guess
orgy cookies. I guess we could say.
I have no idea. Oh, there I am. I'm back again. So there's how you screen share, folks.
All right. On a serious note, I hate to just derail this whole food topic.
Oh, okay.
But today, my wife and I, we're going to go grocery shopping. There's this restaurant we go to, Sopranos. It's a family restaurant. It's excellent.
Is it Irish?
So it's an Irish pub.
It's Indian.
Man,
Yeah.
Did you call it Sopranos?
Sopranos. Actually, I wish you 23andMe. Maybe it's not what we think it is. But anyway, so I got to order. I'm going to say, well, I'm going to get a pizza. We get to go, and then we'll go grocery shop, and then we'll come back and eat the pizza. She goes, and she's on the Weight Watchers diet where she can only get so many points a day. She goes, well, don't get a big pizza. Don't get a big pizza. Get the 10-inch pizza they have. I said, okay, all right. So I ordered the 10-inch pizza, which she wants sausage and pepperoni. I said, okay. So I order it. We go shopping, come back, and the box is, I knew it was going to be small. But it's a small. She goes, what is that? I go, that's our pizza. She goes, why would you order that? I go, because that's what you told me to order. So I did everything she asked me to do. Everything. I got the pepperoni. I got the sausage. I got the 10-inch pizza. She was mad because she goes, well, you should have improvised and got the 14-inch pizza. I go, but I did.
Wow.
So she's mad. She goes, you better tell the story of the podcast because everyone's going to agree with me. I go, no one's going to agree with you because that doesn't make any sense. I did exactly what you said to do. You always say I don't listen to you. I do it my way. And I go, I did exactly what you wanted me to do.
Yeah.
And I'm still wrong.
I mean, I know I'm on the podcast with you, but I got to agree with you, Jack. I've been in this situation before, and every time I improvise and I think, hey, I'm at the store and I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll get that instead.
Yeah.
No, I should have gotten the first thing. And what was I thinking? Forever even offering something. Anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
It reminds me of a meme that I just recently saw on Facebook, and it was a dialogue box that said, "So last night I got into a fight with my wife, and after about 10 minutes of arguing, she said that, you know what, you're right. Guys, what do I do?"
I saw that one. But I said, I go, nobody's going to agree with you. She was, but it's too small. Now she was mainly concerned for me.
Wow, this is really a size issue, Jack.
It's just a constant. That's what she said.
I get it, but it's just like she goes because it's not gonna fill you up.
Should have got the 14-inch.
Yeah, so I'm like, and it's excellent. The food is excellent, but she just says like going, but she was kept insistent all the way home. She's mad. I go, but you can only eat a couple slices. In fact, she could only eat once. She ended up eating two. There was 4 slices. She goes, it's a personal pizza. Why didn't you change it to go? I go, I did exactly what you wanted me to the letter of the law. I did exactly what you wanted, and I was still in Dutch. And to the Dutch, I apologize. That's not a derogatory term. It just means I was in trouble. I don't know how that saying came up, but that's
well, you could have said maybe you should have gone for the double header there.
Yeah. But no, she said, you should have asked. That's why I should have went in. And she's going through this whole thing. I walked in. I said, can I get a 10-inch pepperoni sausage pizza to go? Paid for it. Went to the grocery store. Came back. Did exactly what I was told. Exactly what I was told to do. And yet I was still wrong.
I also have to just kind of
straight. So
yeah. Go ahead.
So your wife specifically asked for the 10-inch pizza.
Yes.
She's never had 10-inch before.
I don't know. I'm going to ask. Don't ask, don't tell policy.
So, I think
did Chris just die?
Maybe. We always have to wonder when one of us falls out of our seat nowadays.
I'm choking on a cheese.
That's no way to go.
Cheese it.
You don't want to go to the good place. Choking on a cheese it
and find out that it's not the same place that you thought it was.
I'm on episode 7 of season 2.
Can we talk about the good place at all?
Yeah. So we all agree. No, so listeners,
okay.
Put on the Facebook if you agree with me. Just say Cindy was wrong. All right. Yeah. For anyone who hasn't seen, Chris, have you seen The Good Place?
For all that agree with Chris, put Chris was right.
Anyway. The Good Place.
The Good Place.
Now,
we'll
Matt,
just take a pause here so for anybody that hasn't seen it, maybe skip ahead about 5 minutes because Jack and I would like to at least talk about the show that we've recently caught up on. So
The Good Place. Matt recommended this like a couple weeks ago, right, Matt?
Yeah.
I said, I'd seen it. I said, okay, I like Ted Danson, I like Kristen Bell. It seems like I'll give it a shot. I think it's funny. It's hilarious. I watched the trolley episode. Was it last night?
Oh yeah, the trolley episode. Yep.
It's the funniest one so far. I'm laughing, and my wife's just looking at me like, of course she's disappointed because she got a 10-inch pizza. So we're in bed, and she's upset that
Sure, yeah, disappointed about this 10-inch.
She wanted 14, and she only got 10.
Well, didn't fill you up. I mean, so just just to make sure that for any people that are still like, oh, I might want to watch The Good Place.
It has nothing to do with pizza.
Yeah, major spoilers here, so just skip ahead. But Jack, what did you think about the big twist at the very end?
It's funny because I was almost thinking that, but I kept going, nah, because there's some of the things that happen. I go, how could this be happening in The Good Place?
Right.
And I go, it's just too much of a coincidence that two people are there that shouldn't be there. I go, how could they screw up that bad? But I kept telling myself, no. But then when I saw the twist, I go, wow. I go, well, how'd they? Because it's one of those shows where it's like almost like Westworld, where I'm watching it, going, all right, how are they going to keep this thing going?
Yeah, exactly. And going into season 2,
but they twist and turn and go all these different directions.
It's a Rubik's Cube going into season 2, and it makes me really excited about season 3, which starts this week. So if listeners are curious about it,
NBC,
yeah, I mean, set your DVRs if you would like to, and catch up on Netflix because it's been enjoyable.
It's hilarious. I mean,
I didn't quite hear it right. It's NBC.
I came up short. Sorry.
That's a.
Well, for
I know what you're talking about.
I'll just finish up by saying, for any Ted Danson fans, I think there's some really great moments.
Oh, he's hilarious in this.
Yeah. He was nominated for an Emmy. Didn't get it. Yeah, I think Bill.
He's probably the funniest one on the show.
He keeps me watching. I mean, I enjoy actually.
Or Janet. Janet's pretty funny.
Yeah, Janet.
They're all funny.
But a good show though, and I've been watching Cheers reruns just as kind of like the nighttime filler sitcom kind of show. Weird watching Cheers in a #MeToo kind of era.
I posted that on our Patreon page.
Yeah,
and shot down. People are like going, could Cheers? I mean, today's world, could it survive? And then people are going, yes. I go, have you watched it recently?
I know. See, we discussed it even, I think, on
I think we did on the podcast.
Yeah, and I was kind of more in the no, yeah, it could still work, but I don't know. I mean, I guess Barney from How I Met Your Mother is probably like the closest that we get to a Ted Danson, but in some ways, maybe he gets away with it.
Well, it's not just Ted Danson; it's the whole cast. I mean, the whole cast basically. I mean,
some of the jokes are pretty skeevy sometimes. I'm like, really?
It's funny, but I still watch it and still laugh. And I go, should I be laughing? I know that the rules have changed, but it's like, I mean, Rebecca's basically sexually harassed through her whole entire time on the show.
Pretty much, yeah. And the end of one season, I think I just watched, was season 7. The end of season 7 ends with basically kind of her being sexually harassed and this guy getting away with it. And watching it in context of what's going on right now, Supreme Court, it's kind of like, ooh, this is kind of a little unsettling. Although I'm enjoying the actors and some of the one-liners here and there, but every now and then
it's hilarious. But then you start going, well, I'm gonna, as long as it's on TV, I'll laugh. I mean, as long as I have it, it's not like the Cosby Show.
You gotta wonder, even things like 2.5 Men and Big Bang Theory. Like, how will those be viewed in 10 years or 20 years? Because I hated them. I hated them now, and I can't imagine what I would think in 10 to 20 years.
Big Bang Theory, I get I never was. I wasn't a big fan. I didn't watch a lot of the episodes. 2.5 Men, I just don't get. Yeah. I will never understand the success of 2.5 Men. Now, more power to them. They all seem like normal people. Charlie Sheen and all the rest, but I didn't get it. I watched a couple episodes. I go, I don't get why this show's so popular.
Yeah, I never got into that show. So, but I was never really a big Charlie Sheen.
I mean, you go back to the 80s, there's so many iconic shows that were everyone watched, right? I mean, but then again, back in the 80s, we had 7 channels we would watch.
You had 7 channels?
Yeah. What were those other 3?
I don't even know.
I didn't realize you got that many channels outside of Boston.
Well, I'm assuming it's like the HBO, Showtime.
Showtime?
No, I didn't have those when I was a kid.
No.
I didn't have anything. I remember
you could go to the Coke distributor and get your Coke refilled.
I can, because we were in the middle of nowhere.
But we couldn't do that.
But
Get
I
your
remember,
Coke,
I remember
Sylvia.
going to college and people talking about Fraggle Rock, and I'm like, what the hell is Fraggle Rock? Because I never had that ever growing up.
Remember that?
That was an HBO show, right?
That was the intro to HBO. The lights coming out of the
Oh, yeah.
I was
But that takes
imagining
much
that with
time now.
Fraggle Rock. So
I don't know how that
right,
went.
right before it.
Oh.
because it was
'Cause it
on
would-
HBO, it was an HBO
Fun
show.
fact.
That's right.
Fun fact. The guy from Fraggle Rock, the human that owns the dog, is the same.
Isn't that guy? Isn't that Blue's Clues?
It's the same dude from who has Tourette syndrome from Boondock Saints.
Oh, okay.
I never watched Fraggle Rock, so I don't know.
So I actually started watching. I watched a couple of shows in the last couple of weeks. I ripped through The Staircase,
Staircase.
Never heard of that. All right.
Netflix documentary.
I went through the
Oh, okay.
escalator. The escalator's a good show.
It's a little too modern for the staircase.
So the Staircase, I found completely fascinating. So it's a making a murder-esque documentary, but the difference was it was filmed in real time, like from like the moment, like the day after the thing happened, the filming started.
Does someone die down a staircase? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it actually took place in Raleigh or Durham.
Oh, okay. I know the case.
Yeah. There's a lot of shots of Raleigh, and it was kind of, I was wondering if you actually had any connection to it all or know the area or people of the case, but
I did not push her down the staircase.
no. But it was a fascinating show that took place over, I think, like 15 years of filming, with like the lawyers going through.
I think it happened when we first moved here. If I remember correctly.
It's incredibly fascinating. And then if you do watch it, I'm not going to tell you the name of the title of the extra. Like there's like a 2-minute extra that they posted on Facebook. So if you are not Facebook, Netflix. So if you have Netflix and you watch it after you finalize, go through the entire series, there's like a 2-minute extra clip that you absolutely cannot miss, because it's a theory that was introduced after the filming, and it's incredible. So completely fascinating show about this fairly well-to-do guy and his wife that he walked into the house and found her at the bottom of the stairs, like bleeding out.
Oh.
And he was accused of the murder and the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to get too far into it, but highly recommend it. It's a great series. And then I also watched the second season of American Vandal.
Is it good?
It is.
Good.
It's nowhere near as good as the first one,
Same
but
people,
it
or-
is good. Different. The same two kids, the investigator kids. Like, like the setting of this is like their senior project.
Now this is the one where, because someone had posted a video of these. I thought it was a real video. It's like a private school where these kids have like diarrhea.
Yep. So it's called
right.
And so
Yeah,
finally
it was-
someone said, "Oh no, that's from American Vandal 2." I said, "Why are people filming this? They're pooping in the sink, they're pooping in the hallway." This is disgusting.
So
Spoiler.
American Vandal season 2 is a story surrounding the turd burglar.
Because they get poisoned or something, right? They get X-Lax or whatever it is.
Well, one would have to watch the series to find out.
Is it still in Oceanside, California? That
I don't know
make-believe
where it
city?
is.
Was it the same city? Same
No.
school? No? Okay.
Nope. No, different place.
All right.
So that was great. And then I also started watching The Deuce on HBO.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you guys watched that at
I've
all?
seen
I
the
have not.
pilot. I've seen the pilot, but I didn't keep going with the show.
Talk about like the harassment. I mean, this show is about prostitution.
Right.
It's
I made it a couple episodes into that, but it's gritty.
It's gritty. It's interesting though. So
Mhm.
I got turned onto watching the show from being a nerd and listening to NPR.
That's not a nerd. That's just being old.
Yeah. So ever since I got the new car, I get like a 90-day subscription to Sirius. So I've been listening to NPR because it's just easy to put it on and get my news there. And I had listened to an interview with Maggie Gyllenhaal, who is one of the main characters of the show. She's also a producer on the show too. And there's a really interesting interview about how she wanted to be involved in the producing of the show to kind of really get the feeling of making sure that women were being represented well in the story in relation to what actually happened back in the 80s, 70s actually. Very interesting show. It is gritty. I think it's a good way to describe it. But talking about essentially the show is about early 70s New York City and the whole sex worker scene and the introduction of pornography in film. So it's definitely not one to watch with the kids. But it's got James Franco's in it as well. He has 2 roles. He's got a twin brother in the show. But
who's played by also James Franco. It's a very
sure is.
Duke moment.
Very, very much so.
I hate when people do that.
But the cast is great. It's actually a really good cast. The one of the guys from The Wire is in it. Method Man's in it. Like he's a pimp, obviously.
Obviously. Well, he could have been a DA.
Except, let me clarify.
No.
I hate when actors do that. Except for that show with the girl that she played like 90 different characters. She was excellent in it.
Oh yeah, 99 and Me.
No, it wasn't 99 and Me. Anyway,
23 and Me.
No.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for helping me out here.
Sure, no problem.
Because people are like, it's that show. Why can't you guys ever remember anything?
Fight Club, the TV series.
No.
Okay.
Because I can't talk about that.
And I have a new crush on an actress from watching the show. Her name is Margarita Leveva or Leveva.
Margarita Levita. Day.
Definitely have a wee bit of a crush on Margarita.
You and Ricky Martin's.
What was the name of the show? She won an Emmy? She's they were cloned. Oh my God! What was the name of the show?
Oh, they were clones? No, I don't know this show then. That's a different show with multiple personalities.
Boomer.
No, it wasn't Boomer. Oh, what is the name of the show? She's like there was violence in it. There was
that narrows it down.
Sex in it.
Yeah, there was sex in it.
There was a little bit of
drama.
drugs.
Yeah, drugs, drama.
She played a house. She was a housewife. She
played a house.
Housewife.
Oh, okay. Just look still.
What is the name of that show? I keep saying Agent Orange, but it's not Agent Orange. God, what is the name? All right, keep talking. I'll figure this out.
Okay. I think the show that he's talking about is Avengers.
Shut up.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So, as Jack's looking that up, what about you guys? What say you? How was?
Going back to pizza.
Oh, sure, pizza.
I was going to.
I was right.
I was going to ask, what is
crap.
the strangest toppings of pizza you've ever eaten?
Oh, that's a good question. Like good pizza?
Yeah, like something that someone brought you to a pizza place and said, "Hey, try this," and you're like, "That sounds weird, but okay."
I had pizza with cheese on it once.
I think every time I've eaten taco pizza, I feel that way.
So is that like cheddar cheese and ground beef and?
No, it's more like a bean, like a black bean. Yeah,
Orphan Black.
Orphan Blacks.
Woo! All right, we can move on.
Nailed it.
I've had
I think that was the year that Orphan Black was the new orange or something.
Yeah, that could have been it.
But yeah, strange toppings on pizza. I can't remember. I think maybe I had a pizza with like shrimp on it one time, and I thought, no, we've gone too far.
Okay,
I don't think.
Yeah, I've had pizza with lobster meat on it.
But So for all these though, they still have the marinara sauce, or is it like sort of like the lobster? Is it just still cheese with lobster meat and marinara, or did it have like a different kind of sauce underneath?
No, it's like a red sauce.
Okay.
Well,
Did you have the shell with it?
Yes.
I do love pesto.
It wasn't great. I mean, anytime you dry out lobster,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
you just can't. That's why I'm so against anybody who grills lobster. They think they're smart. Don't do it. It's a stupid idea.
The pizza has to come with a bucket of butter so that you can dip the lobster.
That's the
in
sauce. Is the butter. It's just
Drawn butter.
Garlic butter.
Yeah. Well, so when I was in grad school in Redlands, there was a pizza place there that's all they did was weird pizzas. And the one that everybody said, like, you've got to try, like, you would never eat a whole pizza by itself of this, but you got to have at least one slice of it.
What about a 10-inch pizza?
Oh, no, we went with a 14.
Okay.
Because we were real. We like to take it all.
You could say you're real men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're real men.
Men.
Was a peanut butter pizza. So
okay.
it was instead of red sauce, it was peanut butter, then the cheese on top. And then you can choose whatever toppings. I think the one that I had was like black olive with cheese and then peanut butter. And you would think that would be disgusting.
It sounds disgusting.
Yeah, but it actually, I was like, this is actually pretty good.
It's so disgusting Chris left.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I was thinking that you were going to go a different direction. You know, being in the South there, I was thinking it was going to be like skunk or possum or raccoon.
You got any squirrel pizza?
Now, the South does not do good pizza. Like, there's a place in Oak Ridge, Tennessee called Big Ed's that's very good, but like it's nothing compared to like New York or somewhere.
It's just like soy teriyaki sauce with raccoon.
Yeah,
I've had teriyaki on pizza. Teriyaki sauce.
Yeah, I mean that's what this was like. There was another one that I didn't really care for. It was like mashed potatoes and fried chicken pizza.
Oh,
and then there was another that was like
that's just what? Why would you want that?
They just had it, you know. And then they had like ghost peppers and stuff. They had Greek pizzas. They had a lot of different stuff that you didn't think about. And it was like, oh,
there's a pizza shop in Amherst, Massachusetts, which is where UMass is. Amherst,
outside of Boston.
No, it's in the northwest quadrant of Massachusetts. But they have this pizza place down in downtown Amherst called Antonio's, and it's anybody who's ever lived in that area or went to school there knows about Antonio's. It's a place that sells slices until like 3:00 in the morning. You know, one of those places. Mm. But they were kind of the place that had like all the obscure pizzas, the pizzas you wouldn't necessarily find everywhere else. And they have one that is amazing, and it's a baked potato pizza. So it's all the toppings that you would normally have on a baked potato,
except sour cream.
On a nope, it has sour cream on it.
No, I don't want it.
Ooh.
So bacon, chives, cheese, sour cream, right there in the pizza. It is something else.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, because you cut out when you might have missed this, Chris. There was one pizza that I tried, which I was okay. Same thing. It was mashed potatoes and fried chicken. And same thing.
I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah. That's what this was. It was like instead of having red sauce or any kind of sauce, the sauce was the mashed potatoes, then a layer of cheese, and then fried chicken on top of that. And that's what this was.
Did they take out the bones, or did they just put like the drums?
Yeah, it's just
that's the crust.
That's good stuff.
So it's just things that you wouldn't normally think of. You're like, okay, I'll try it. Why not? You know.
How was the fried chicken? That actually, the fried chicken. I don't know about the mashed potato.
Yeah, like to me, like sometimes I
too far.
I was glad that I tried it, but there was one of those times where you take some bites, you're like, oh, this is really good. And then sometimes you're just getting a whole mouthful of mashed potatoes, and you're like, oh, I'm losing the flavor of other things.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't pizza anymore.
But the fried chicken part sounds good.
Yeah.
But the mashed potato part it's like, okay, that's just gross.
Mm-hmm. I mean, think of it like this, like Chick-fil-A nuggets. That's kind of what it was. It was like the chicken part. It was like just little chunks of fried chicken with batter on them on top of the pizza, like pepperonis would be.
I'm a Zaxby's fan.
Free the other day from Chick-fil-A.
Well,
they were giving away for free in the app.
Oh.
Were they?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the week or whatever, but I got a free order of chicken bites.
Chick-fil-A, they are the fastest workers. I don't know what they feed those kids.
Prostitution.
Is that what it is? But they're quick workers. But I'm more of a Zaxby's person.
I wish we had a Zaxby's out in California. We have the Raising Cane's, which is kind of like Zaxby's, but not as good. But I have to go down to Downey near Anaheim to get it.
Yeah, but Zaxby's a little slow. I told that story where we were going up to New York and City wanted Zaxby's and stuff. That one place at almost an hour. But the one we go to, sometimes they can be a little slow. It's like they can't handle being busy or something. But it's excellent though, and they have the crushed ice for the drink.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I love the crushed ice.
I think you should just get a crushed ice machine maker in your house.
It's those little, the little ones look like little barrels. Like those ones that are like, the little, like I think Sonic has it. That's what I like. Yeah,
yeah. It's excellent.
Yeah, that's the best ice. We keep losing Chris.
We keep losing Chris. Yeah,
and Matt has to go pretty soon.
I do.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Is anything else going on in life? We've talked about a lot of food today.
The only thing I need to
Chris is on the screen.
Yeah, the only thing that we should discuss is our latest review.
Okay.
So, like we said, anyone out there that writes us a review, we want to read it live. So get your reviews in, and who knows, you might win
the Nut Award,
a triple nut drawing from Matt.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
The last week was the
pink taco.
Nut juice. That was.
Oh, the nut juice.
I did. This was a post show. I worked on this lovely drawing here.
That's right. Nut juice.
Nut juice.
Yeah.
So
nut juice.
Carton of nut juice there for the next
5
Everybody wants nut juice. So this one, who knows? This one might be a 10-inch something. So we actually had 2 reviews.
Really?
This one is from.
Wait, are they both 5-star?
They are both 5 stars.
Oh wow! So
we have to decide which one's the best. Okay, got it.
Okay. Well, I kind of have a feeling I know who's going to win this one. So the first review is dated September 7th from Angela Cor, C-O-R. 5-star. Ladies, if you want a peek into how guys talk amongst themselves, listen to the Ramblecast. They talk about parenting, dating, fashion. They once talked at least 10 minutes on the perfect pair of jeans.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember that, but okay. I'm sure we did.
I do remember that.
I don't remember that.
Their work, family, lives, sports, TV, and movies, products they recommend. They go in with no agenda and truly ramble into some interesting topics. You never know where it's going to go, but it's always a fun ride. However, beware. They interrupt each other so much, you really have to pay attention to what they are talking about, or you'll get lost in the squirrel moment where the topic abruptly changes. The interruptions can get very annoying, and I have often yelled, "Shut up, Jack!"
Wait! Is this a 5-star review?
This is a 5-star review. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
While listening, Chris.
Wait! Shut up is a bad word. Just saying.
Shut up. Chris, I refuse to call him Boston. I'd sooner call him Westfield or Franklin. Ha ha ha. Has the reputation for interrupting, but Jack is the real guilty party. But I love
it. God damn it! Thank you so much.
Wow, cracking this case. Wow, you just lost a listener there too, because she's a devout Catholic.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I love.
Are you finished there, Matt? Nick?
No,
I want to know that it was Chris that interrupted you on that.
Well, but I want to interrupt you.
No.
Squirrel!
But I love you, Jack. That's what it says.
That sure sounds like love to me.
Maybe someday you'll let Nick finish the story. Matt has been a great replacement for Jay. Jay brings certain talents to podcasting, but his... I had to switch pages. But his strictness does not belong on the Ramblecast.
He's so strict.
Yeah. Keep up the great work, boys. I've been a listener for many years and hope there are many more years left of rambling and hearing your stories. Angela from 90 miles west of Boston.
Well, Angela,
wow.
to be fair to me,
And-
people have said the best part of Nick's stories are when I interrupt him.
So I did connect with Angela on Facebook. She actually is from like the next town over from where I grew up.
Oh wow.
Oh, so that's why she's bashing me and not you.
No, I have always thought that. So I get a bad rap for cutting in on Nick, but you are probably the worst cutter inner of stories that there is.
To be fair, I do say I hate to interrupt you. I think I say that a lot. I hate to interrupt you.
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
In my mind, I do.
it's not sincere. Manners.
Unfortunately, that's just how my brain works. Like I get so many different things going in my head that if something comes up, I'll forget it. And I always say go back to your story, don't I?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah. So
Yeah, if we can remember what the hell we're talking about.
but that's not my fault.
I don't know, 14-inch pizzas.
All right, I will work. No, I'm not going to try. I don't care. I'm just going to
No,
podcast.
it's part of the Ramblecast magic.
Can't change
don't
it.
even bother.
I'm the Rosie O'Donnell of the podcasting world. Anyway,
So our second review came in Thursday. Last Thursday.
I already hate this last one.
Oh wow.
It's from _Drake.
Oh,
5-star review.
Which Drake it could be? Like the Drake?
It's the Drake. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Go for it.
it's 5-star review. It simply
Jackie, do you
it's-
love me?
it simply says
That was Chris interrupting Nick, not Jack.
it simply says I like Matt.
Oh, what?
All right, that one's. We're giving the peanut one to
Wow. Huh.
Angela.
You brave.
Well,
Drake
I
from
don't know.
Indiana.
Drake from Indiana, who happens to be my next door neighbor. I will send you that 3-nut basket in the mail.
What?
I don't know. I don't know why they like me. That was nice because if it was, I don't think it was Chris Drake, but if it was Chris Drake, that means so much to me. So
I think it had to be
Wasn't
Chris Drake.
I just am assuming that it's the real Drake.
So who we giving? Who we giving the drawing to? Angela, who bashed me.
Well, we technically have two drawings. Well, we should have two drawings.
We're giving out one today. We have to give out one.
We have the nut juice from last week,
we got to give the nut juice out to something.
and then this week's drawing. What's this week's drawing going to be?
Crap! I didn't know I have to do a drawing every week now.
Hey, if I have to sing a freaking song every week,
This is a new segment, man.
You were all about Nick. No, Nick, you got to do it every week.
you got to do it every week, Nick.
Well, I didn't think that we were just giving out like drawings to every.
It's you work at a paper store. I'm sure you got paper.
Yeah, we got some paper. You know,
We can do. Oh, you can't see me, but you can see my doodles.
We rarely get reviews, so I don't think you're going to be able to be doing it a lot. And then
as long as there's 5 stars.
it's not like I'm putting Jack under the gun saying every call we get, you get a drawing, because Jack will never play your call. So
all right, I'm working on it right now.
My mixer is done. I can't play any calls. My mixer's done. It's dead.
like your
My
camera.
mix. Yeah, on my camera.
Well,
I'm hard here.
I'm done for the night because I'm going to be working on this second drawing. So
I'm curious what it'll be. Will it be a pizza?
oh
Or a triple nut.
Will it be a triple nut?
A triple nut pizza.
oh.
Will it be a? Will
You
it
guys
be a,
can't. No, we can't change it.
Can
in
you just draw a scrotum with 3 nuts?
yeah.
Call
What's
it
the
a day.
strangest thing you've ever had on a pizza?
Will it be a portrait of
3
Cindy?
nuts.
Well, I'm sure you'd like to give that to Angela. So
A portrait of Cindy's disappointment.
Oh wow!
You can just go on Facebook, see her pictures. You can see that.
Jeez, we could end this before it gets worse, huh?
Anyway,
I got to work on the shading, but 3.
that's nice.
So
I don't
What
know.
are they shading there?
I got excited seeing it.
they look more like big lemons.
It
There's
looks
a lot
like, it looks like a peanut with 3 nuts in it.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Mission accomplished.
Sometimes you don't.
So
enjoyed
send us
that
your
nut.
review, and maybe you'll get a nut drawing.
And we'll read it live on the air. We got to do a Netflix show here soon, don't we?
Oh, we should.
Netflix.
You know how we were doing a Netflix show once a month?
Oh yeah, give us your suggestions and we'll watch it.
I'll put a poll up on the and I haven't posted the video.
Poll?
The published poll. I didn't post our last video from last week's video of the podcast on our thing. We're up to like 44 subscribers.
Wow.
Hey.
I don't know who wants to watch us, but I assume it's.
I'm going to post this one because you can't see me.
Assume it's the FBI and CIA just keeping ops on us.
That could be. It's 23andMe.
Well, am I supposed to call who gets what here?
We got 2 drawings and 2 reviews.
Well, I feel like Angela should get the nut juice because hers came in
first.
Last. Yeah, and then we're gonna give Drake 3 nuts because
he likes Matt.
And
he does like that. Either way, it's a win-win. They're both.
And so hopefully we'll get flooded with some more spur of the moment reviews.
Can we get a review? And there's nothing personal, Matt. Can we get a review where someone doesn't like you? A 5-star review that someone doesn't like you? I think we've all taken heat. I mean, there's people out there that don't like Nick. There's Chris and myself. There's got to be someone out there. There's got to be someone out there that doesn't like Matt.
I know there's people out there that don't like me. So
not that I'm bashy. It just seems fair that you get. I mean, Jay gets more crap, and he hasn't been on the podcast in 8 months.
It's true.
I haven't heard any hate about me because I never get a word in. So.
Oh, that's so.
Come on. Let you tell your Coke story.
Anybody want to milk Nick's juice, just send in your review about how much you love his music. So, because we got him into actually playing the songs, and he does a wonderful job.
Mm.
So
that's why everyone likes Mac. He's such a kiss ass.
And on that note, this is a great show, guys.
Wait.
What?
If you like this show and like to help out this show, you can go to Amazon.com/JayandJack. Just go to JayandJack.com/Amazon. Every little bit you purchase helps all the podcasters on the Jay and Jack Podcasting Network. Also, you can become a patron. Go to patreon.com/JayandJack. Just go to JayandJack.com, become a patron. We have wonderful patrons. There's a patrons page on there where you can post different things, and it's something separate from the regular Jay and Jack Facebook page. It's a patron page, and there's all kinds of cool stuff going on there. And at this time, I'd like to thank 5 patrons: Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Rickner Glaffelder, Ed, who just had a birthday yesterday or the day before. Happy birthday, Ed. He said I was his favorite, buddy. He said I was his favorite podcaster. Joanne with the plan, and Maggie the Magnificent. Thanks for doing what you do, and thanks for everybody who listens. And remember, keep those 5-star reviews coming. And I'll post the video from last week tonight sometime. That's all I got. Hasta luego and goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Great show, guys. This is 1 in a million.